Minister Boissonnault, you held the title of partner at GHI before you were elected, correct?
I recall, I actually can't remember that, but partner was the title that I used while I was operating the company.
Thank you,
Mr. Cooper.
Thank you for confirming that. And just GHI is not exactly a big operation. There was you, there was Anderson, and there were a few employees, correct?
Correct.
And so I pose to you, through you, Mr. Chair, then who was the other Randy?
I do not know who the other Randy was. They were somebody hired after I was. But I do not know who that person is, Mr. Chair.
4 seconds. Mr. Cooper, go ahead.
You have a 50% stake in the company. There's only a handful of people there, and you presently have a 50% stake in GHI, and you mean to tell me that you have no idea out of a handful of people, if not you, who the other Randy is? Are you serious?
20 seconds. Go ahead, Minister.
I have had no operational involvement in this company since I was elected. The company has hired and probably let go people since I was there. I am not allowed to know about the operation of this company, Mr. Cooper, because it is not permitted by the Ethics Commissioner, and so I followed all the rules.
Thank you for that. Minister, that is nonsense, and you know it. But I'm going to go
It's not
to
nonsense,
the text.
Mr. Chair. That is
Mr.
not a fair statement. It's not nonsense. It is the
Let
truth.
him finish, please. Sure. Mr. Boissonnault. Go ahead, Mr. Cooper.
Minister, your answer simply doesn't add up. But there's more to it than that, because if it's some other Randy, then why did the Gowie Group believe that the Randy referenced in the text messages was you? Why?
15 seconds, Minister.
Mr. Chair, it would be inappropriate for me to have anything to do with operational matters. I stepped away from the company in the fall of 2022. Of course, I don't know who the employees are. And in the article today, it says that I am not that Randy.
He's got 3 seconds. Go ahead, Minister.
I am not the Randy in this article, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, Mr. Cooper.
Doesn't add up, Minister. And if it's not you, how is it that Global News couldn't verify who the Randy was? Anderson said there was some other Randy in charge of logistics, but when Global News looked into it, they found that the guy who held himself out as responsible for logistics is one Edward Anderson, not a Randy.
Mr. Cooper, I have no operational relationship to that company, and so the matters of staff are not in my purview. And let me state again for the record, from this morning's article, from the Gowie Group, we have had no direct communication with Mr. Boissonnault at any point in our dealings with Stephen and the companies, and Mr. Anderson has said that Randy is not me, and I have not received any communication from
Mr. Cooper, go ahead.
this group.
Through you, Mr. Chair, Minister, in looking at the text message from Randy to Anderson, it states it's 15:14 Eastern Standard Time. This is a text to someone who is in Alberta in a text message about a client in California. What is 15:14 Eastern Time? Well, it happens to be the time zone of Ottawa. Just another coincidence, Randy?
I mean, I have no idea because I did not receive those texts, and I have no operational relationship to this company.
Be available
it's
for
a time zone
Mr. Cooper, just let
in
him
a text.
respond, please.
It's a time zone in a text that I have nothing to do with.
Well,
Mr. Anderson has said that's not
it's
me.
It's another
Mr. Gowie,
piece.
Mr.
It's
Chair,
another
Mr.
piece.
Cooper,
Chair,
Mr.
I am
Cooper.
not being
Doesn't add up.
interrupted.
Mr. Cooper, he's got like 8 seconds. Let him respond, please. Go ahead, Mr.
Thank you,
Boissonnault, and then
Mr.
you can
Chair.
ask your next
I am
question.
not the Randy in question. Mr. Anderson has indicated that I'm not the Randy in question, and the Gowie Group has said they've had no communication
Mr. Cooper,
with me.
go ahead.
And so not only, Eastern Time, Ottawa, also be available in 15 for a partner call. You said you had previously been a partner. Just another coincidence? Just another Randy?
The operational word in your statement, Mr. Cooper, is previously. I ceased to be an officer and a director of GHI in October of 2021, full stop.
Ed, you got 25 seconds.
Minister, the Gowie Group thinks it's you. Global News can't track down who the other Randy is. The Randy who's texting happens to be referencing Eastern Time. You happen to be a member of Parliament serving a lot of your time in Ottawa. You said you were a partner. The text message references a partner. This is a small operation. You have a 50% stake in the fact that you can't identify who the other Randy is doesn't pass the smell test. And if there isn't another
Thank you,
Randy,
Mr.
then
Cooper.
you, sir, broke the law.